Yo, 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 nude. I will start off by excusing that you might hear a screaming child somewhere throughout this video. I legally have nothing to do with it. He is fine. He is being fed every single day. This is a bad bit. There's a really fucking. He's been there for like 4 days. 4 days straight. Probably, I think, the same kid down in the yard, just screaming every single fucking day. Can I do anything about it? Probably, I guess, but, you know, that would mean social interaction, going down and telling the kid, or at least the parents of the kid, to shut the fuck up and stop coming here every single day. But, you know, that would take one entire social interaction, so I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not brave enough for that. I feel like I am infringing on their daily life, even though they are fucking, I don't know, it's summer break, so I don't know why I'm surprised that there are kids out and about. I guess I'm just surprised that the kids are down in the yard. For context, we live, you know, in the middle of the city, so it's not like we're not used to just, you know, noise in general. But when that noise comes in the form of a screaming kid, I don't know how he can scream this loud and for this long. He kind of piped down now, and yeah, he's I don't know how to stress this enough. He's been here for 4 days, and I don't feel like he's packing up and leaving anytime soon. So the only, you know, good part about me going to work, I guess, is that I get paid for that, but then I don't have to sit here all day with my window open because it's unbearably hot, and with a screaming child down in the fucking yard that my window is towards. It's also like we're not a part of that yard thingy. We're like kind of just, I don't know, we don't have access to it officially, so it's not really our business, but, you know, they're just kind of fucking annoying. God, I was about to say the things I would do to this kid, but that sounded very wrong. Anyway, let us not talk about children, let us talk about Dark Souls, the manliest man thing that is not about children. I've had some issues previously, like trying to actually just get on Dark Souls 1, the remaster, through Steam, and I don't know if there's some sort of thing I'm missing, some sort of integral part that I just ignored, but I cannot seem to connect my controllers to the fucking game. It's just an impossible feat, and I do not, for the love of all that is holy, I do not know why. I've tried everything that Google throws at me, and yeah, fucking nothing is working. That kind of sucks. So I've just decided, now that I kind of just had a day, you know, where I didn't really, I woke up and I didn't really know what the fuck to do. So I decided to boot up good old Dark Souls, but to actually play on keyboard and mouse this time, which feels really weird, but I am getting used to it, and there's not really any other way I can play it, I guess. I realized at some point, when I was in the middle of some boss fight, I don't really remember. Yeah, it was the dragon in the Valley of the Drakes. I ended up not beating him. I just ran past him, which I think is what you're supposed to do. Then I got to Blacktown. That's for talking about the gameplay. I'm here to rant about my controllers. In the middle of that fight, quote-unquote fight, I got steamrolled, but my controller began to fucking vibrate because it's just chilling in, you know, wired up to my PC. It started vibrating as hell. because something was happening. God, the child is screaming again. This is great. There were signs of life from my controller, and I, of course, as a controller fan that I am, the amount that I have went through to get my controller to work, and now bowing down to the keyboard and mouse guy that I am, I of course immediately ripped out the cord to my to the controller and just continued on my merry way through the Valley of the Drakes with my keyboard and mouse in hand, and it is, I don't know, I'm just not gonna try to fuck around. I've given up hope completely. Like, yeah, it might have worked in that instance. It has worked in certain... Is that a fly or a fucking... Okay, this is a... God, am I not on the... Jesus Christ. Okay, emergency. There is a fucking little fucker in my room that needs to get out. There we go. Wasp crisis averted. I am allergic to wasps, for context, so that was pretty... You know, not letting a wasp into my room right before bed is a pretty good indicator of a good night's sleep. Anyway, I'm now fully committed to doing keyboard and mouse, and that has been working relatively fine. It's been a weird adjustment, but it's fine. And at least now I don't have to deal with like the claw grip of the Souls games. But it's still a bit of an adjustment because I've only played Souls games. To be fair, haven't played much of them. I say with like over 100 hours on Elden Ring, but you know I'm relatively new to Souls games, so I don't know. It's not that big of an adjustment. I don't have it in my fingertips as if I have had a controller in my hands from the day I was born. So yeah, I've been exploring. I was kind of stuck in the Valley of the Drakes just because of that big ass dragon and the drakes themselves. The drake themselves are hella annoying to deal with. And I tried farming a bit down there, but they're just so inconsistent to farm. Because yeah, they're kind of easy to deal with. They're kind of easy to cheese. Like, okay, they have like a fucking gazillion HP, so it takes like a minute to kill each of them, and you get like 1,000 souls, which is pretty, you know, on paper pretty good. 1,000 souls for a single kill. But when that kill is so long and so inconsistent, because if you're hit once, you're basically fucked. It doesn't kill you instantly, immediately, but you know, just getting the setup there, I don't know, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it obviously wasn't. I wanted to go through a door that a bunch of drakes blocked. I just ran past them and realized, oh yeah, I cannot open that door. I think I gotta kill the big dragon before I can unlock the door, who really knows, but I, for now, just ran past them directly into down to Blighttown. Blighttown is, I think I have heard very strong opinions on Blighttown, and I don't know, I'm in the camp that says Blighttown is like pretty chill, pretty good. It's a nice ass place. There are of course some issues with it, but that's mostly just this is a really old game issue. Because again, it is Dark Souls fucking 1, and even though it's a remaster, it's still, it's not a good remaster, you know? But the town itself, I really enjoy it. It's pretty cool. It's like challenging to go through, but it's not like impossibly challenging. And it also, I had the first time, for the first time in a long time, I had that feeling where I was lost. I didn't know where the hell I was. I was deep into enemy territory. then I turn a single corner and my eyes light up. My heart lights up, if I may, as I lay my eyes upon the glory that is a fireplace, a little are they called shrines? Fireplace. You know, I kindle the fireplace. A safe haven. You're watching a Hollow Knight video. It's a bench essentially, which is not the most common thing in Dark Souls. Also, the world is so fucking... It's just out to get you in Dark Souls. So it's a hell of a relief and a half to find these fireplaces. Then I go exploring. I go die to some random boss that might be neat. I don't know. She one-shot me. It's a spider lady woman who again, she one-shot me. So I figured, hey, how about I you know, call me back later. You know, I don't know. So essentially, I went and explored Blighttown. I didn't go that far until I found a bunch of slugs hanging out around a tree. At the top of this tree is a whole nother place, which is I forget what the fuck it's called, but it's essentially there are like 2 or 3 even like hidden pathways, hidden walls that you need to hit in order to... Goddamn, that was my own fault. In order to actually progress or like get past anything. You can't just like walk through them, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, hit a couple walls, literally, and after that went down. This is like probably my favorite area so far, just from vibes alone. Like, it's basically a hollowed out tree. It's a whole ass, like, tall ass tree that you need to descend in order to get to the next area, what I assume to be the next area. And that is inside of a hollow tree itself, because the way you get to it is by going inside a tree and then, you know, hitting some of the walls in there. And then there's a whole ass tree with a hell of a lot of branches, and there are not that many enemies. It's mostly just like path finding and parkouring to find your way around, which is really confusing at first, but I don't know, I've died so many times there that I know my way around. You know, I'm a local in this tree that I cannot remember the name of. It has like its own specific area name. But essentially there are these sort of goofy looking creatures that can curse you there also, who are I found that out the hard way. They have now cursed me, and I don't know, yeah, sure, I can get to the bottom of this tree, but I'm still cursed, which means that I permanently have half health. I have half the HP. And, you know, each time now that I get cursed, I don't just get cursed. Okay, that was fucking terrible. Holy shit. Every time now that I get cursed, I just die. So I headed back up to Firelink Shrine, which is really cool, by the way, that it links the valley and Firelink Shrine and Blighttown together. And, what's it called? The Lake of LeBron or something like that. I don't fucking know. Went up there to try and figure out how to remove the curse. Then my sword began breaking. Then I need to just go back, fix the sword, and now I'm on the way to the Firelink Shrine. Just trying to figure out if there's any way I can go, because I did a little quick Google search on where to go to find the merchant that sells you the certain stone that uncurses you. Oh my god, that was a long ending rant. Anyway, I'm gonna good night, gang.